It gets too hot, yell at me, I'll put it down even lower. Sifu Buxom Kong was born in 1940. I hope I'm not giving that away. His mother was a practitioner of Ego Claw Kung Fu, so Sifu Kong began learning martial arts since the moment he could walk. When he was 8 years old, his family relocated to Hong Kong and was introduced to the father of one of his classmates. His name was Lam Zhou. It was there he began his Hung Gar training, which lasted for another decade. The family moved again to Hawaii, and Kong was drafted in the U.S. military. He was appointed as the head of self-defense training. When he returned from his tour of duty, he got a job at the local plantation, which held a mix of races including Filipinos, Japanese, Portuguese, and many others. They had heard about Kong's Kung Fu and wanted to become his students. They secured a location for him and asked him to be taught. At the time, teaching non-Chinese was not an option. However, Kong didn't want to disappoint his friends. So he broke with the traditional barrier and began teaching Kung Fu to non-Chinese. Although the doors of Kung Fu began to open in the mainland, this was the first time Kung Fu was being taught openly in Hawaii. It was also at this time that Kong journeyed back to Hong Kong, and he asked his boyhood sweetheart, Nancy. How old were you guys?
Don't tell me.
Nancy to marry him. Did you accept? In 1971, Kong established the first mail-order instructional Kung Fu program on film. It was Super 8 film at the time. Anybody remember Super 8? Yeah, the oldies remember Super 8. The youngies, yeah. Kong also launched a series of Si Lung Pai Kung Fu schools across the islands. In 1976, Kong left for the mainland and took over the Hollywood branch of the Si Lung Pai School. How many people are here were at the Hollywood branch? Yeah. Hey!
That makes you old.
Yeah. I painted one of those pillars. Remember painting? Yeah,
we painted the floors.
We painted the floors. Through the years, Buxom Kong has been an inspiration to us all. He has taught thousands upon thousands of students who have nothing but praise for their instructor. Every month we have someone come into the museum and recognize Buxom Kong's picture in our Chinese section and mention they trained with him at some point in their life. He has become one of the biggest advocates for Kung Fu in the West and played a major role in spreading the art around the world. The greatest times of my life began in 1976 when Buxom Kong came over to the Hollywood School. I had already been studying there for 3 years in Si Lung Pai, but it was his inspiration, his honesty, his integrity that made an impression on my life. I was 13 years old then. I was skinny once. The friendships I have made with people like Ramon Masangsang, Lyle Fujioka, Smokey, Steve, where's Steve? Steve. And so many others has changed and still been a part of my life. Sifu, you have changed my life for the better. And for that, Sifu, I am eternally grateful to you. Now, I want to also acknowledge some of the Sifus who are here. And I don't know everybody, so please enlighten me. Any of the Sifus are here? I just want to acknowledge that you're here. Okay, that's all right. Okay, at this time, we're going to do a little video collage of Sifu, and then